A live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Wisconsin Badgers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
I caught up with the Scarlet Knights head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance. But consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Rutgers offense will go on the attack first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to get it himself. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
Looking to fire. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The run inside. It's Mitchell. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the 1st. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And he'll be brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside. It's Mitchell. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Inside the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Scarlet Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've held the ball forever. Relentless drive, but what a win for the defense if they can force a field goal. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. So now on, oh, it's blocked. So Wisconsin's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Jordan Marshall. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for space. It's Marshall. Here's a little room there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go right back downfield. He's going to run it. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Let's take a big-picture program perspective on Rutgers. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The run inside. It's Marshall. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Breaks the tackle. All down, but he has was enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Offense gets set for second down. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Here comes the heat. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
There is a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play to have the trainers look at him. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Mitchell. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Mitchell. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Smith wants to throw. Under fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Finds space on the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this. Maybe some room here. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Smashes it between the uprights. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play.
Personal foul.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 98, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. At the 35, he's got room. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their...
Looking for a big play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They'll go to the counter. Might have a chance. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to move them on the counter. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On the run, it's Marshall. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pocket breaking down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The run inside. It's Mitchell. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Going for the marker on the ground. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time, throwing the incompletion.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And And the Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running inside, it's Mitchell. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Right back to it. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. 3rd and 7. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Smith wants to throw. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll return it from around the 50. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what? Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense.
Touchdown, Rutgers! And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try it again. Pulled down for the tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Zings it complete to the right. Runs through a man. He might have some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Rigby. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They're going to run it. He breaks a tackle. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Smith dropping to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Powers, another broken tackle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Badgers have their offense in high gear. They'll ride the hot hand. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And the misconnection on 3rd down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Unloads to the wideout. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field.
There's some room, and they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After this, it'll be a wrap. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Timeout is called with just a single second left. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. When you know you have a team out